this is Tina with You Made That, and look what I have here. I have just some of Simon Says Stamp and Jenoblade stamp sets, and some of them I have the dies too. Jenoblade is my favorite illustrator for stamps. She has been my favorite for years, ask any of my friends. And when Simon releases a new stamp set of hers, it's a must-have. If they release more than a couple, then I kind of have to make a choice. But look at this. These are some of the newest ones from Simon and Jenoblade, or Jenny as I call her, that they were released this year. And you want to know my favorite? I have a favorite. This is my favorite. I love Gingerbread Men, and she nailed it with the cuteness. So yeah, that was a given. What I decided to do was what Lewis called Gentember. And that is, I wanted to have a month devoted to Jenoblade design stamp sets for Simon Says Stamp. And so what I did was I made a calendar for September, and every day I would post a new card that I made using one of her stamp sets. So I made this chart, and then I made this box and put it in weeks. I had all this done by August 30th so that I could, work in September. But then Simon released this in September and some of the others, so I substituted some in. And on this chart, you can see where I placed some of those substitutes. Let me show you my Gentember card a day for the month of September 2025. Here is week 1, and this one is a Lawn Fawn pop-up platform card, which is one of my favorites to make. They're so fun to make, and I use some Doodlebug paper here and the Jenoblade stamp set, and this is, I think this is Lawn Fawn too. That was super fun to make. Then I did a thanks card. This was all one stamp and all one die, and I did it on watercolor paper. Then this shaker card, that's also Doodlebug paper. Jenoblade stamps work great with Doodlebug paper. That's what I've found, because they're so cute. Here's these little guys looking at fireworks. This was released right before 4th of July this year. And one of my favorite things to do is put her little characters into beautiful scenes. This paper is from Stampin' Up. I think it's called Autumn Splendor. I rarely stamp in the inside, so. Then there's this tag. Shaker tag, so cute. I think this is a Lawn Fawn die, I think. So that was week 1. Week 2 cards has this cute hippo with Stampin' Up paper and an embossing folder, which is one of my faves. Then I learned this card design from Deb from Stampin' Up, and I can link her video, but it's got a magnet right there. It just snaps into place. Then it's an easel card. Isn't that cute? So when I saw this tutorial from Deb, I knew this would look great with her cute little tulip stamps, and then this is Stampin' Up paper. So very fun. I took this elephant from her Christmas elephant stamp set and thought he kind of works with love, and it could be any occasion. Those are Jenoblade stars that look like Nintendo stars. Wink, wink. Here's a circle card I did for a Simon Says Stamp challenge, circle card challenge, and I used some glossy accents to kind of make it look a little 3D there. I used the bees and Doodlebug paper again and watercolor paper. Then this is a Lawn Fawn die and Lawn Fawn, it's coming out. I gotta fix that. Lawn Fawn vellum, and I need to tuck it under a little bit. But that is the end of week 2. Week 3 started with this Christmas one. And of course, I had to make another platform pop-up card using these cute little guys and this Aurora Borealis paper from Stampin' Up. I kind of imagine that he's jumping out of the bushes and kind of startled him a little bit. And then he's got his little lantern and he needs to, go find a tree. So I kind of had a little story when I did that one. From the new pumpkin set, I had to make a card with it. This is not too shabby paper, and I can't remember what this one is, but it's all one. This was for my husband's birthday. He loves mint chip, and I kind of took it from our keep file and used it for our 30 days, my 30 days, because I needed any cards that I had made using Jenny's stamp set, so I grabbed this one. Welcome, little one. So cute. More Doodlebug paper. I think that's from Farmer's Market. Thought it fit well with the cute Moodang hippo. And this one finished out week 3 Lawn Fawn paper, I believe. Now for the end of the month, weeks 4 and 5. Deb from Stampin' Up! Also did this explosion card design. I'll put a link to that one too. This does not fold down. The sides do, so you open it up and it's like the recipient goes, what? It's like a little present. So I thought it was perfect for Jenny's Christmas elephants. Elephants are my fave, just like gingerbread men. There's another tulip and bunny card. This one I used the Stampin' Up! Paper in strips and glued them all together. These cute little guys. When I saw that, isn't he adorable? And that's a Stampin' Up! Autumn Splendor background. Of course, the Gingerbread Man stamp set. I love every image there. This is a book card, so it only opens that much. Doodlebug paper. So fun to color. And then there's some stickles to make it glittery. This background was printed from LV Handcrafted. I'll put a link below, but she has wonderful printables, and this was background paper that I just loved and thought it went great with Jenny's cute little characters. This stamp set, I just wanted to leave the focal point on the little squirrel. Another Christmas one. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. Baby shaker card. This is a Lawn Fawn background. He's eating the watermelon. I had to use watermelon paper, and this watermelon paper is from Not Too Shabby, and it's been a favorite of mine. I used the Easy Wonder die number 3 to kind of design the whole card, and that's also sold by the Not Too Shabby shop. And the firework characters and stamp set were great for Happy New Year. And the little bunny. Yay, I use some Perfect Pearl pigment powder for the shine in the background. Then I have a bonus card because when I saw this stamp set, I said, what a perfect slider card. So I had to do it. And he goes upside down even. I used the brand new Pear Blossom slider discs, and they enable him to go all the way around. So that's okay. It makes him fun. So those are my Gentember, Simon Says Stamp, and Jenoblade card a day for the month of September cards. Oh, I missed one. I'll put a picture of it here. It's a Gingy cup and shaker card, and I actually sent that one to Jenny and Lewis. So I encourage you, pick up some adorable stamp sets. They're still on sale that I know of on Simon Says Stamp's website. And Jenoblade, I hope you are a fan of her art as much as I am. No, that's impossible. Can't be as much as I am, but I hope you're a fan of her art too. Thank you for watching. Bye.